In industrial operations, every dollar counts. Equipment costs are high, margins are tight, finding good workers is harder than ever, and so hanging on to every dollar is so important. But are you leaking dollars? If you are, let me show you the profit leak that's costing you money right now, one that most plant managers and executives miss completely. You have a profit leak that's costing you money. It's your frontline supervisors. Oh, not their work ethic. Most of them work so incredibly hard. But without the right leadership skills, your supervisors are actually costing you money instead of making you money. And we're not talking about small change here. Let me explain. There's a formula of what happens at every company every single day, and here it is. Supervisor behaviors drive team impact, which drives business results. What supervisors do impacts what the team does, which impacts the results the company gets. Seems pretty simple, right? So let me explain what this means for your bottom line. In any industrial operations, you focus on equipment efficiency, maintenance schedules, process optimization, and we can agree that these are all crucial, but they're not the whole story. Your supervisors, the people leading your frontline teams, have just as much impact on your success as your most expensive piece of equipment. I mean, think about it. Your supervisors make hundreds of decisions every day that affect your operation. They decide how to handle quality issues, manage personnel conflicts, adjust to production challenges, respond to customer demands. Every one of these decisions either helps or hurts your bottom line. But here's the problem. While you spend thousands of hours training your operators on equipment and processes, your supervisors are thrown into their leadership positions with the least amount of preparation. You promote your best operators and technicians and expect them to just naturally be great leaders. But technical expertise doesn't automatically translate into leadership ability. I mean, the top goal scorer on a hockey team may know how to put the puck in the net, but that doesn't translate into having the skills to coach the team to a championship. It's a giant leap going from rock star employee to supervisor. Think about your company's best supervisor. You know, the one who you can always depend on to keep their team running smoothly, guy who has low turnover, great safety performance, consistently hits production targets. Well, now imagine every supervisor in your company performing at that level. See, that's what happens when supervisors learn the leadership skills that your employees want their supervisors to have. I mean, let's look at turnover, any company's biggest headache. When supervisors don't know how to lead, people quit and the cycle begins. HR scrambles to hire replacements, production slows down, quality suffers, costs spiral upward. But when supervisors know how to coach their teams, take care of their people, set clear expectations, recognize good work, you see the difference immediately. Production improves, quality gets better, camaraderie takes hold, people want to stay together longer. It's as simple as this. Better leadership skills lead directly to better business results. Look, it's not magic. It's a predictable chain reaction. When supervisors learn how to communicate effectively, to coach their teams, improve safety and motivation, everything changes. Workers start taking pride in their work. They begin solving problems instead of just reporting them. And they look out for each other's safety without being told. Look, the impact goes beyond just keeping people on the job. Supervisors with great leadership skills have teams that work smoothly. They catch problems early. They consistently meet production targets. They know how to balance pushing for results with taking care of their people. They understand that every decision they make affects not just their team, but the entire operation. So think about one of your former employees who quit recently and what it cost you when they left. Now add up the cost of recruiting, hiring, training, the lost productivity during the transition, and the inevitable quality issues that come with any new hire. Now multiply that by your annual turnover rate. See, that's what having unskilled supervisors is costing you right now. And the most frustrating part, in the exit interviews, the number one excuse people give for leaving is a few more bucks somewhere else. But that's not the reason they even began looking in the first place. The reason was their immediate supervisor. They leave because of inconsistent expectations. They leave because of lack of recognition, poor communication, feeling like they're just another piece of equipment instead of a valued team member. These costs show up everywhere in your operation. You see them in your scrap rates when your inexperienced workers make mistakes. You see them in your maintenance costs when the preventive maintenance gets skipped because the supervisor's too busy putting out fires. And you see them in your customer satisfaction scores when orders are late or the quality isn't up to standard. But the biggest cost might be the opportunities you're missing. Look, when supervisors spend all their time dealing with turnover and training new people, they can't focus on improving the processes. When they're constantly handling conflicts because of poor communication, they can't work on reducing waste. When they're struggling just to keep up with the daily production targets, they can't innovate or find better ways to do things. When frontline supervisors learn real leadership skills, everything changes. And the transformation starts with communication. Look, instead of workers standing around waiting for instructions or maybe doing the wrong thing, everyone knows what needs to happen. Production flows better, problems get caught earlier, your teams start working as units instead of individuals, quality improves because supervisors learn how to coach instead of just criticize. And workers start caring about doing things right because they understand why it matters. They spot problems before they become disasters. They take pride in their work because they know their supervisor actually values their contribution. And customer complaints drop. Your reputation in the market gets stronger. But here's the biggest change. Mistakes and accidents drop off dramatically. When workers aren't afraid to speak up about problems, you catch issues before they become disasters. Now think about what that means for your scrap rates, your maintenance costs, your safety insurance premiums. Skilled supervisors create this environment where people look out for each other. Now this isn't just about making people feel good, it's about creating an operation that runs smoothly, consistently, profitably. Skilled supervisors know how to care for their people while they're meeting the business objectives. They understand that happy workers are more productive workers, but they also know how to keep high standards and hold their people accountable. Our PeopleWork Supervisor Academy specializes in turning your frontline supervisors into skilled leaders. We've worked with manufacturing, industrial operations, utilities, forestry, construction, and a whole lot more. We know how to get results in the first 8 weeks. Look, our program isn't about theoretical leadership. It's about practical skills that your supervisors can use right away to improve their team's performance. We teach them how to communicate better, how to connect safety and motivation, how to coach for improvement, and how to build teams that just plain work together better. In fact, you can read through my book, The Careful Supervisor, to get the complete blueprint for building supervisors who drive results. It's the same process we use in the Academy. It's practical, it's proven, and it's specifically designed for industry. Every day you wait costs you more money in lost productivity, turnover, and mistakes. But you can change that starting right now. Look, the answer isn't complicated. It just requires making supervisor development the priority. Have a look to see how we can help your supervisors drive better results. The transformation in your operation is going to be visible within weeks. Remember, better supervisor behaviors create better team performance, and that creates better business results. Yes, it is that simple.